Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool number line, working with fractions with a problem related to TEKS 4.3c, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got point K on the number line here. And we need to find two fractions that k represents. And we want to draw a number line, but we could use the number line that exists if we want to. And the first point should be fairly easy, right? So we want to find a fraction that k represents. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at it in terms of numerator and denominator. So the denominator always counts how many spaces we have. What's the total number of pieces? I've got one, I've got two. You got to assume there's a little line right there. All right, so I've got three. So these are thirds. And then we're going to count, right? That's my zero, that's my one. So I can call that 1/3. That's my two, 2/3. And then this one whole is going to be 3/3. All right, so k is going to equal 2/3. That's the easy part. Well, now I'm kind of stuck between B and C. We can eliminate A and D because it doesn't include 2/3. That's going to be the easy one. Now we need to generate equivalent fractions. Okay, so we've got options here. One thing you can always do to generate equivalent fractions is you can take each part and you can cut it up into smaller pieces. Or if you have a fraction and the denominator is even, and you've got a numerator that's also even, you can also start combining them into larger units, but you need both to be even. Um, Typically even, sometimes you can do it if it's, like 5/15 or something, but it's typically going to be in fourth grade. We're going to be dealing with evens. So I've got a 2 and a 3. I can't really combine the thirds into groups. So I'm going to have to end up splitting these into equal parts. And so I'll do it in another number line, but then I'll show you how you could just do it on the same number line a little bit later. But I'm going to just kind of mark down everything that I've got here. All right, so what am I working with? It looks like I'm working with thirds. This still needs to be 0. This still needs to be 1. Now, what happens if I take each of these thirds and I cut them in half? That's my question. Cut in half, cut in half, cut in half. It could be an equivalent fraction. You notice how I've got the same part is going to be marked here. But all I did is I cut each third in half. I didn't shift where the K was. So that K is still going to be sitting at the exact same spot. But now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are sixths. And then I can mark them as 0/6, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. This is 4/6. All right, so it looks like 2/3 is going to be equivalent to 4/6. Now, what you could do is you can just take the original that they give you and just cut each third into half. 3 times 2 makes 6. So you took your thirds and you move them into half. And so what you end up doing, look what you end up doing. You end up just cutting each of these pieces into two different pieces, and you end up getting your 4/6. And you could keep doing this, right? You could take each sixth, cut that in half. You'd multiply by 2 again, and you would get 8/12. That's where that k currently would sit. And you could do this for infinity, but obviously the numbers are going to get really, really large. And so for this case, we're looking for 2/3 and the equivalent fraction, and we see it right there at 4/6. So our answer is going to be B, 2/3 and 4/6.